Who's up next?
Have a good day.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
We have, I just saw you. There you are. 3240, you're up. 3240, you are up.
Hey, what's up, Mo? What's up, Bills? What's going on, guys?
Yo.
It's DPG, man.
DPG.
How's it going?
Yep. What's up, man?
Yeah, so nice to meet you, David. Nice, thanks for being on. I just had a quick timing of the market kind of question. You guys were talking about how everything's kind of no one knows right now. So I own 15 acres of land back home in South Carolina on the countryside, and I'm thinking about building like a lifelong family home. I don't know if I should start the building process now with like the lumber costs and all of that thing, or do you guys think that's going to be coming down anytime soon with like the tariff situations, et cetera? Should I wait a couple more years before I build that, or should I go ahead and jump on it now? What are you thinking?
I don't think the price of materials is going to go down with the tariffs for sure. And then we know, lumber, for example, went up after the conflict with Ukraine and Russia. So, I mean, waiting for the price to go down, I don't know if that's a viable option. What do you think, Dave?
I think for the foreseeable future, the way we have always looked at stuff, there's no reason to think prices are coming down.
Yeah.
The unforeseeable future, which is what we kind of been talking about on the show, we don't know how things are going to go. There may be robots that 3D print houses, and the cost of labor comes way down, and it takes way less time to build a house. And if that happens, the cost of housing will come down because we can build so many more of them. I'm preparing for that at some point, so I'm prioritizing the area that you buy in as opposed to the house itself. So if you could get something in a very desirable area that people want to live in, it doesn't matter if housing is cheaper because the land itself is going to be worth more. Something with a better view, something in an area near a beach, anywhere where human beings are want to live better weather, I'd prioritize that over a big, beautiful house in North Dakota somewhere that no one's going to want to be.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I'm not buying a house to like look to rent or anything in the future. This is going to be a family-owned home that is a last forever.
I don't see any reason to wait if that's the case.
Yeah, if that's the case, bro, I don't see a reason to wait.
Okay.
Because you're not.
I was hesitating on pulling the trigger, waiting on some things to maybe change. But like you said, with the AI situation, that might be a thing. But I don't know if that's 2 years from now or 20 years from now. You know, it's around the corner, but no one really knows what the deal is.
Yeah, and then the time that you waste. So, yeah, bro, I mean, I look at it like if you're going to buy that thing, because to me it doesn't seem like you're buying it from an investment perspective. You're buying it more from a personal perspective. If that's the case, bro, then just buy it, just get it done.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I just, my hesitation, man, with all the stuff going on, that's what it is.
No, I understand.
I can't make the decision.
I mean, think it over more, but like I said, if your goal is to have it just be a family home, and your goal isn't to like profit off of it, then there's no point to wait.
Well, the only one thing that I am waiting on is my sister is most likely going to move into it. She's got 3 kids, a really young one, and then 2 teenagers. And they're probably going to end up taking it over and then so forth and so on.
Good job, man.
But she still owes money on her current house. Well, I think somewhere close to $200,000 she still owes on that. So I'm thinking of maybe getting that paid off first so that we can then sell that and use the money towards the new house. That's the only thing I'm really waiting on. And then I guess prices
that'd be the way better move, because why do you want to keep paying a mortgage for a house you don't live in anymore?
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably my first goal, is to get her house paid on off, and then I'll look into building her a new house.
There you go.
WDPG thing,
yeah,
man.
I don't think that's a bad. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad move.
Doing big things, bro. Shout out to you.
Yeah, it's nice to hear someone that cares about his family. He's trying to do something to help out his nephews and his sister.
All right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, bro. Who's up next?
He just donated right now. There you go. 7672, you're up. 7672.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead.
Hey, there's a question for Myron. It's pretty much, I have a friend he's like 19, 18, and he just told me that he was getting drafted. He's going to school to be a cop, so I figured he was in front of the list, right? Which is kind of worrying, because the whole war with Iran and all that stuff. Never know what may happen.
I doubt that your friend got drafted, bro. I heavily doubt your friend got drafted.
I mean, I wouldn't believe. I mean, that's what he told me. I can't. But
Bro, he didn't get
I was
drafted.
wondering if there's a way he could
He might
position
have signed a
himself.
contract, but he didn't get drafted, bro.
Oh, okay. Because that'll be if somebody gets drafted, that'll be like national news. Like people are getting drafted,
They're
right?
not
Yeah,
going to
bro.
secretly draft 18.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, like your friend is either retarded or lying. I don't know.
Maybe he
what
used
it
the
is.
wrong word, or you understood
Yeah,
it wrong.
or you misunderstood him, but he probably just signed a contract, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was wondering if somebody, let's say hypothetically, let's say he's lying, right? Somebody did get drafted. Can they position themselves to be like a specialist instead of just going to the army or like go to a specific division, or do you have to do that beforehand?
Well, what you have to do is you have to like basically take, I don't know if they still call it the ASVAB, but you take that test and that kind of dictates which different MOSs you can, join, depending on how high you score.
So they give you a
Okay.
test to figure out
They
what
have
you're
to
good
do
at,
that.
and then they stick you in the places they think you'll be good.
Exactly.
And you can request to
Okay.
work
The
in
higher you
certain
score,
ones.
the more options you have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
No worries, man. What else?
You guys are out here changing lives.
Yeah,
People
we're
call
trying,
you to
man.
get relief from the anxiety about their nephews.
Yeah, bro. I mean, there's no drafts. I was like, what the hell?
Okay.
Drafts.
Next up.
Plus, apparently there's a ceasefire, so we'll see what happens with that. Allegedly. Who's up next?
We have 3719. You are up. 3719. 3719.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yo.
We can.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Hey guys, what's going on, Myron? What's going on, Fresh? Hey, David Green, I got a question for you. Hey, I've got a mortgage at 3.25%, and my son just turned 18, and I want to eventually give the house to him. But is there a way I can do an assumption loan for him to take over the mortgage at the same rate that I have it currently?
You got to ask the lender there. Usually they say no. But I don't. Why would you need to do that? Why wouldn't you just have them pay you whatever the mortgage is and keep it in your name? Is it because you need to get more loans and it's affecting your credit?
No, I just want to get away from under it because there's another piece of property I want to buy.
And you can't get the
But
loan
it's,
for that one because this hurts your debt to income ratio.
Right, and,
Okay.
and it's a chunk of property. It's 160 acres that I want to get.
You can ask the lender that is currently owns your loan through your servicing company if he can assume it. Does your son have like a credit history and a debt to income ratio? of his own?
He's just turned 18.
Yeah, they're gonna
He's
say
getting ready.
no.
He's just getting started. So I'm just wondering. I'm like looking at a couple of years down the
It
line.
would be
after
different if
gets
he had
done.
money, assets, or whatever. They'd
And he
be
could
okay.
qualify on his own. They may
Yeah.
be like, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
let
we'll-
him do it. But
they'll-
even then, they don't want to because they want you to pay off that loan so they can loan
course.
that money out at a higher rate than 3.25. So
Yep.
he probably won't be able to do that. You may need to get a cosigner on your next loan if that's where you're at.
Okay. So what about if I do a FHA 203K to refinance it? And the only reason I'm saying that is because I want to remodel the house, but
Mhm.
I'm just scared because the interest rate. I'm gonna lose this 3.25%.
Well, you're going to lose
if
it
I
with
do that.
if you refinance with an FHA 203K. Any cash out refi, you're going to get today's rates, not that 3.25.
Yeah.
You could take a HELOC on it and keep your 325 and use that money from the HELOC
Bam.
to
There you
upgrade
go.
the property and keep it. And then you just got to pay off the money you borrowed on the HELOC because that'll be
Because
the
that's
higher
like a
rate.
separate loan on the
Yes.
side, right?
Yes.
Versus a cash out refi.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
Bro, don't refinance that 3. When you said that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, dude, do not refinance that 3% rate. You're not going to get
Yeah,
that
you know,
again.
I'm getting, I'm up here in, Idaho, and our values have just went through the roof. I bought the house for 300. It's worth 650 now. We're just getting an
Wait.
increase of people moving up here, and the values are. And I
Wait,
get all the phone
so
calls.
wait,
calling right now.
wait. Hold on. So it's worth, you bought it for 350 and it's worth 650 now?
Yes.
So what, you got like 300,000 equity, 400,000?
Right.
How much is the property that you're trying to buy?
It's 390,000 for 160 acres.
He wants to keep the one he has, though. So
yeah,
his son
yeah.
can
He
have
doesn't
it.
want to sell.
I want to give it to my son. Right. I want to gift it to my son because I sold my.
But he could do a
quick
HELOC and
backstory.
pull some of that money out and do the other deal, right?
Yes.
Well, Well, I left Cali in 2021, sold my house for $1 million, moved up to Idaho because I got out of California. I'm a
No,
federal
that's not what I'm saying.
contractor,
If you have
and
almost
I wanted to
400,000
give this house
equity,
to him.
you have like almost 400,000 equity, and the other property you're trying to buy is 400,000. I mean, it would suck because your HELOC payment's going to be high as hell.
That's why I didn't say he should do that
Yeah.
automatically, because his HELOC payment will be higher than if he got a full mortgage. And it'll be 30-year fixed rate locked in. His HELOC will go. If rates go up again, his HELOC rate can go up.
Wild, yep.
Yeah, you have what we call golden handcuffs, where it's like an awesome rate, but you can't do a whole lot with it. You don't have flexibility with that. So you're probably going to have to figure out a way to get a loan to buy your next property, which is you either make more money or you get someone to co-sign for it. We could look into that for you. And then your son's going to make a payment to you, or he's making the payment for you so you can keep that rate if you want him to live in that house.
Okay. What's your contact information, David?
You can find us intake at theonebrokers.com, or you could just go to davidgreen24.com. There's a chat button on there, and you could just message me, and then after the show, I'll get your info, and I'll connect you to the right person to go over your options in more detail.
Boom. davidgreen24.com.
Thanks, guys.
No worries, bro. We got you, man.
Cool. Thanks. It's Myron. Thanks, Fresh.
No problem, man.
Guys.
You're one of the best guys to ask.
That's like the best caller we've had this whole time.
Yeah,
that was a
just
good
have
question.
everybody be like that. That's
David's
your
the man.
ideal call-in person.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a very good question. Very detailed. Well, very specific, which is good. Who's up next?
Next up, we have 9263. You are up. 9263.
Hi. So, yeah, I just want to say, yeah, I'm a computer engineering major, and I'm just wondering, I'm entering my junior year in college, and I was just wondering, what should I do concerning, like, skills I should learn, like, to maybe do something on the side, or to do something to have not just more money, but to have, like,
Get a blue collar
something
trade.
in case.
Get a blue collar trade. That's what I would say. Obviously, you got your tech. You got your, you're doing computer science, or you're doing something with computers. That's all good. But also go ahead and get a blue collar trade to diversify your ability to, enter the workforce from different angles if something doesn't pan out.
Yeah, also in tech, job security is going to be hard to come by nowadays, but cybersecurity is a demand, is at an all-time demand still. So cybersecurity is what you should get into, I would say, to have longevity. But then again, a blue-collar job would help as well.
Okay, so to be honest, when you mean blue-collar jobs, you mean like plumbing or
Any
learning
trade,
like a skill?
Plumbing, electrician,
any trade that you can, bro.
HVAC.
power lineman, HVAC, basically things that AI can't replace.
For now.
Okay.
Picture a 22-year-old person living in their house, and the power goes out, and they don't know how to flip a circuit breaker, or there's a leak, or the HVAC doesn't work, and they don't know what to do, and they Google, I need a person to fix this. You want to be that person whose name shows up when they do that, because that's the majority of the country right now.
Okay.
You don't want to
Thank
be
you.
an Uber driver or be a DoorDash person because some Waymo is going to take that job and they're going to go drop off people's food. It has to be a thing that a human brain has to be able to solve, and a human body has to be able to execute on fixing.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Who's up next? And it's
Next
already 9:30, so we'll get wrapping up here very soon, guys. We've been on for about an hour and a half now, so who's up next?
We have 8910. You are up.
All right. 8910, go ahead.
Hey guys, this is